Hey, it's been a while. I thought I'd come on here and do a television review of The Polygamist. I don't know if you've seen that movie, and sometimes it's difficult to do a review when you've seen a series or something because you don't want to give it away totally for those who may have not seen it. But that series answered the question for me at this age of 67 why I want to be solo. In that series, there was a well to do man of, I think they were South African or African descent. And he ended up with one wife. Well, actually, he always had two wives. He kind of kept something secret, but I'll let that go. And what they all went through, the deception for this man to have this many women, and what each woman gave up and went through to be in this relationship. And I won't give the end away, but that's enough of it for you to take a look. It was really good, I will say that. But some parts of me felt ashamed for the women. Some parts of me asked why. Um, I know that some things are cultural, and so if that is your culture, that's what you grew up in, that is a different thing, and I will leave that alone. But then there are some things for women, I think, that is universal. And at this age, and I've gone through some of those things. I've gone through being in a relationship where knowingly or unknowingly there were other partners involved. And it is difficult, it is trying. There may be relationships that works out for, and the dynamics of the relationship, it works for everybody. But I personally, this is not any study or anything, find that those are few and far between, as they say, because when you have multiple partners, there's multiple personalities there, multiple needs that need to be met. And for me, the only way that could work is that everybody is on a level playing field. What you provide for one, you have to be able to provide for the other evenly. And all parties have to openly agree to this. That would level the playing field some. And a lot of times I don't see that. I see deception on the part of one of or more of the partners. And then you ask, is this really love? And this truly can happen in a regular relationship between one man and one woman. This can still happen, or just not a polyamorous. It can happen in a straight relationship too. All of these dynamics. But that brings me to the point of being 67 after my husband has died. It's almost confirming to me, though I see things, when you're single and you see other people's relationships, and you can see relationships on social media, and everybody looks like they're in love and beautiful and everything is great. And sometimes that is so certainly true. They're beautiful. But sometimes when you know the dynamics on the other side, you know that sometimes it's stories to be told, and it ain't all that it shows up with all the beautiful pictures and the smiling couples, and everything looks great on camera and for others to see. But behind the scenes, there's a whole lot more dynamics to go through with that. As I looked at that, and I see that in reality, a lot of times that happens. Certainly, I also see that as a hospice nurse, that there are couples that have been lovingly together, just them and their children, and continue to make beautiful families. I see that as a hospice nurse quite often. And when one of them leaves, It's almost a celebration of the love as all the family members are there. And you know that is years of a love that has been sealed. I see the beauty of that too. So I see both. But at this time in my life, I don't want to beg to have a partner. I don't want the dynamics of the back and forth. I don't want the lying. I don't want the deception. I don't want the drama. And I think I've said that before, but something in that movie really confirmed to me that um, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I'm peaceful. I'm content. I have friends and family, and I do things, and I'm so happy now. Uh, just doing and being myself and not having to justify or go through any of the drama that I see in that movie. I would never want to go back through, and I've gone through some of those things in my past. I never want to go back through that again. Um, and not only through that series, but just things that I know about other people. I just don't want that drama in my life anymore. And that something about that series just kind of confirmed that, you know what? I am good where I am. I am peaceful. I'm loving. I'm I think I might be open to love uh, somewhere in the future, but maybe not. And if it never comes again, I think I'll be quite fine. I continue to do the things that I love to do, and I have the time to do them. Those things are reading and travel and enjoying my family and friends and working a little bit. I even enjoy work now because I don't have to work full time. I really feel like I help out and contribute, and it's 2 or 3 days a week, and it helps me to be active in the community. Um, but it's everything in my life beautiful? Not everything, but I'm content with the way my life is right now. And I do have peace and peace of mind. And it's so precious to me that I'm happy. There was a part in the movie where one of the wives was begging this man to stay with her. And I've done that before, but never again. Baby, if you want to leave, the door is wide open because mama know she will be okay. I'm so grateful to have come to that conclusion in my life. So I would look at the movie and come up with your own plans. As a woman, I think it will teach you that you have to be comfortable in your own skin, and you have to stand in your own power and know your own worth. And you have to have healthy boundaries for your mental, physical, and spiritual, financial health. You have to, it is not selfish, it's self care to make sure that you're going to be okay. So that's what I learned from that movie, and it confirmed that I am glad to be in the space that I am in at this moment. But you watch it and come to your own conclusions. I will say that it did make me think, and it did make me appreciate my life today. You be blessed. If you've watched it, leave a comment. What did you think about that movie?